It is
Right. No,
the
Steve,
broader.
it's all entertainment, and I doubt you will play games on it. I mean, if you're using a tablet, you're going to play tablet games on the tablet, and you maybe could use it. I'm thinking about the thing as a program guide, remote control, internet keyboard. So what the demo today, Mark Whitten goes, oh, here's all my pre-program, Aston Martin channel, all that. Somebody had to type in www.astonmartin.com. I mean, somebody did that once. They didn't want to waste our time and watch them do that.
Right.
But yeah, I have favorites on my Internet Explorer, so that's cool. No, but it's cool that you just call it favorites. There they are. Aston Martin. I don't even need to touch the damn tablet and
Wait.
press. That'll work.
You
That's
use
cool.
Internet Explorer?
I use Chrome, but
Okay.
but
Just wanted to clarify that.
yeah, but on Chrome they aren't. I don't even think they call them favorites. What do they call them? I just have them across the top. I don't even-
Bookmarks.
Bookmarks. Yeah, yeah. So I had favorites on the brain. You know how it is. I'm a Chrome
What was
guy.
so
And no,
smart?
I'm not a
So
Firefox
smart
guy
glass.
'cause I'm not that cool.
Yeah.
Smart glass was your favorite.
It was my idea too. I invented it.
When did you mail it to yourself? So that's the highlight. What's the low light? What?
Oh
what
no. Okay, so now
what underwhelmed you from Microsoft
okay.
the most?
NeoGAF. Get ready. All right.
Oh,
I thought
You have to stop doing that.
Rayman on the Wii U
Yeah.
was a DS game. I don't understand that. I watched the guy playing it. His hand was on that frickin' tablet the whole time. The entire picture was on a tablet, and he was playing. I know the multiplayer guys were doing this shit with the Wiimotes, but it was a DS game, and it's like, why do I need to buy a Wii U to play a game with a touchscreen, and all I'm doing is looking at the touchscreen?
I want to be clear and say
don't get
that
it.
that I thought that the game itself looked fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, because Rayman's a great franchise.
But
But it would look phenomenal on the
watching
DS.
that, I'm like, I would play that on my Xbox 360, PlayStation 3. Like what the experience that they were offering specific to the Wii U there
Nothing.
was not. It was he was tapping and then kind of like tossing it to the side every once in a while. It was very simple stuff.
I thought that was the low light. I thought that was just lame, and it made me really doubt the Wii U.
And that's
There
the
you
only,
go,
that's,
fanboys.
That's the only Wii. Well, I mean, we're
No,
recording.
no, we saw Zombie U.
No,
No,
well,
we
so
didn't.
that was the only Wii
No,
U
we saw
game.
screenshots of Zombie U.
Barely. Yeah.
So I mean, we're maybe being a little premature with some of the Nintendo talk because we have to see what
You
they
mean
actually.
it's not tomorrow yet?
You know what?
Three
It's
minutes.
like 3 minutes.
Very almost tomorrow.
Get in there. But
Wait, can we capture this?
yeah, we've only seen. Oh, there we go. Yeah. In case anyone was wondering, how is that? Michael Pachter's beer of choice.
I can only be on La Bamba if I'm bombed.
So anything else from Microsoft? You just recoiled from that beer.
It's Pabst Blue Ribbon. I didn't think they still made this.
Probably
shit.
not especially cold either.
It's marginally cold. It's all right.
So Microsoft.
wait,
any
you
other
went-
thoughts on Microsoft
wait,
here?
So did you guys talk about whether Usher was lip syncing or really singing?
He was really
he
singing.
was singing.
Yeah, I thought he was too, but I
Yeah.
don't think. Yeah.
Well,
I
there
thought
was
it
like clearly like backup vocals and like
of
like
his own,
ga- like
yeah,
gang
yeah.
vocals that were him.
He's like
that was
seriously a
pre-recorded.
good dancer, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I was kind of impressed.
Kind of what he
Yeah,
does.
figure.
He was really good.
He's been popular for a long time.
So yeah. Any other thoughts here today? I echo again. I think we kind of got derailed when we started talking about the South Park stuff. But
That's the best thing.
when they
about
first
it.
started showing that stuff, like I'm like, wait, is this gameplay footage?
It was
because it
unreal.
looks exactly like, and I thought it was really funny and kind of interesting.
You
What
didn't go over. I just saw the game.
what,
I just saw them playing the game at Microsoft's party.
what do you have to
It's-
say about
no,
it?
it's like it really looks like the TV show.
I mean, I thought that was an interesting thing that Matt Stone said was that it took kind of a lot of work to make this video game system make make the game look crappy enough in just the right way so that it looks like the show.
It was great. It's impressive.
That does my
favorite-
heart good
favorite.
to know that.
I like South Park.
Yeah.
But I would play that game. And
I mean we've seen a billion truly awful South Park games over the
God.
years. I'd say the tower defense game, one of the rare exceptions.
But they brought it back around a month or two ago.
Yeah, Tennerman's Revenge really.
Oh,
really,
yeah, that
real
was
nailed that point home.
another
of fuck
another
South
really
Park
awful
games.
one. But so like the from what you saw, Michael, like the writing seemed
Great,
up
great.
to par.
Yeah, I mean, we just saw we watched a death match, and the death move is called Rectum. It was WRECKED, Rectum. And the guy pulls his pants off and he butt stomps one of the characters and stuffed him up his rectum.
Oh, okay.
Very clever.
Oh, was that like a Mr. Slave kind of thing?
Yeah. It was
Okay, there we go.
Very clever.
All right. Yeah, that
It was
makes more
was
sense.
clearly written by them, and
Yeah.
it's very clever. Very graphic. I don't think it's getting an E rating.
Probably not.
I sure hope not. Well, awesome. I'm excited to see more of that one myself. So that's Microsoft. Agreed?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Moving on, Electronic Arts.
Yes.
Kind of toeing the line. Kind of just like checking boxes off, I felt, of like, we have these franchises. We're going to...
I did not see that one either, but no new IPs at all.
Like,
Wait.
I don't quite
Is
know
what I
if
heard.
it's-
SimCity was announced, which I don't think people knew.
So
Sure.
SimCity, I
SimCity,
think
Both
looks
and
strong.
SimCity Social. So they announced 2 games that we
Okay.
all knew SimCity Social was coming, but they
Right.
hadn't announced it yet.
Not a new
no
IP.
offense to the present company, but it was a little bit of a snooze.
Yeah.
I thought.
What, me?
Yeah.
You think Jeff really cares?
Jeff was out in the lobby dancing in the zombie
Yeah.
outfit. So
If only there had been some PopCat
Well,
stuff up on the stage. Well, so I didn't get to actually catch the entire EA press conference. So enlighten me on the last half. I didn't get to see the whatever Need for Speed stuff that they showed.
It was well executed. I mean,
That looked pretty good,
Everything
I
happened on time. You know,
Yeah.
they hit all their marks and stuff.
it was
It's
Need
just
for
there were-
Speed meets Dirt. I'd
Yeah.
say it looked like that.
It
Really
looked like an
enjoyed it.
actual spiritual successor to Burnout Paradise. It's a total. It looked open worldy
Yeah.
and really.
Well,
Did it
other-
look open world?
other- no, it
Absolutely.
is open world. They said
Yeah.
that, but other than the open world, it looks like an iterated Hot Pursuit.
Sure.
Yeah,
Like,
like Hot
aesthetically,
Pursuit, Burnout Paradise.
in terms of like the
just
cinematics and the
trying to-
crashes, like everything about it looks like a new Hot Pursuit,
Sure.
which I guess I'm okay with.
Yeah, Hot Pursuit was pretty damn good.
Yeah.
It really was.
So what else? What else happened? At,
I heard the Dead Space was a little actiony, more actiony.
It's weird.
it seems like that's going to be kind of a divisive one. I mean,
I've
what,
heard
it
some
was,
thumbs down on
was
it,
the
which
case,
bums me out.
It was the case on Dead Space 2. People were
Yeah.
not really sold when they're making the movement speed faster. They're making it more of a shooter. You know,
There was
it's
still,
think
there were
they-
airs of horror. Like there was an element of horror
I
in
think
Dead
they
Space 2.
straddled that line pretty deftly with 2.
Yeah.
And with 3, it looks like they're just going all the way to the other end of that spectrum.
And I think the fact that it's known that it is a completely different studio developing the game, I think that information is making it easy for people to kind of color their opinions.
Well, when you couple it with the list of things they're changing, they're consolidating all the weaponry, and you're fighting human enemies, and you've got co-op in there at all times.
And you're cursing a lot more.
Yeah, it
So
just
much cursing.
A lot of cursing in a lot of the demos at this show.
Yeah, and like not even in a clever or interesting way. It's just sort of like just tossed off curse words.
How else
Un-
are the
unlike
kids gonna
space
know that
cursing.
you're
Yeah.
fucking edgy?
I didn't
Yeah.
see
How are
that.
they
Was
gonna
there
fucking
actually
know
a
how
naked-
edgy you are?
But
was a
we're
naked
okay
girl?
with the naked chick in Far Cry, but not the cursing and.
Well, we'll get to Ubisoft in a minute.
Oh,
That's a whole other conversation.
That I didn't have that as a highlight of my show, but
Yeah.
I have to say it was amazing graphics.
I had problems with
Great
physics,
boob
no, the
graphics,
physics
amazing.
were perfect.
I had problems again watching.
Not that I would actually know.
Watching the EA press conference on Spike and having all of the cursing in the Dead Space 3 demo blanked out, I'm like, I aired this on Twitter of before they started their press conference coverage, Spike TV had a solid hour of a show called 1000 Ways to Die, where they graphically detail all of these bizarre ways that people have died and do reenactments of it. You see a guy get like a coat hanger from the back of a door jammed through his eyeball, and then they show like an X-ray version of the door hanger slowly going into the eye and puncturing the eye and going into the skull. I'm not squeamish, but I'm like, it's 7 a.m, Spike TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, let me get some coffee in me before it's like wholesale murder here. So to have that on for a solid hour before showing the press conferences, but then the Dead Space guy said shit. No, we can't allow that. Like I was like let's get our priorities in line, and don't give me the FCC thing, because that's not what that's about. That's advertising pressure. That's not wanting to rock the boat on those sorts of things. So yeah, I'm with you on let's the picking and choosing that was getting done as far as what's okay to show at 8 a.m. On a Monday on Spike TV and what's not seemed a little
Arbitrary.
But you guys were all psyched for the new Old Republic stuff, right?
I have never seen a man try to be so upbeat in the face of just literally begging for his game's existence.
It was a near flop sweat.
It was
going on
awful
there.
to watch.
Where do you think Dr.
He looked
Greg
so
was?
lonely
Where do you think Dr. Greg was in all this?
Beer.
elsewhere, anywhere else.
Not in that
Don't
theater?
make me
You'd
sell
like to be
that
alive.
game. I'm
Yeah.
not doing it.
Yeah.
That was one of the saddest things I've had to watch at an E3 press conference. And I mean, it wasn't bad enough that Rick Catello was looking real rough when he came out on stage. Like, he has had a rough year, clearly. But man, Dr. Ray was just, that bummed me out so many different ways.
And wasn't he ostensibly coming out to say that the game was getting a free-to-play
For up
option?
to level 15.
15
He's
level.
coming out to
They've
say,
taken
like,
the first
now
step
the
in that
game's free,
direction.
try it.
So
come
get
on.
ready for that same speech next year without the level cap.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
it's like, it's just, they're just readying for it.
Oh, that's rough.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, do you remember when they released that thing and, hey, they were ringing in the NASDAQ and they're all, yay, there's a fucking Wookiee and whoa. Like, that was crazy, right? Like, that was, I thought that was made up, but somebody was like, no,
the Wookiee was there.
yeah, they're
Yeah.
like, they're fucking crushing it, man. And I
No,
was like,
BioWare genetically engineered a real Wookiee
that was,
and then brought it to the
I know,
NASDAQ.
like,
One.
That
Trained
used to,
it.
that used to be Dr. Greg.
I thought I saw one.
So the beard just went out of control.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
But like Michael Pachter, perfect timing for having you here talking about this.
I
'cause,
think
like,
it's always perfect timing to have Michael
Well,
Pachter
sure.
here.
You're so kind.
But-
Oh, by the way, NeoGaf was all over you guys
Oh yeah.
for having me on because you're just whores. You're media whores to have me on because
We
I'm a
absolutely
loser,
are.
dipshit, know nothing.
I think you're
NeoGaf.
fun.
I think you have to stop reading about yourself on the
Seriously.
internet. It's
NeoGaf
going to
kills me.
kill you.
I was gonna
at
say,
some
you're-
point.
Somebody sent it to me.
You're
They're
pulling
like,
a Jamie
NeoGaf
Kennedy here,
lit
man.
up. Jamie Kennedy.
You got
may
that
he
Google
rest in
alert.
peace.
Yeah, you've got a Google alert.
I don't
with
think
your
he's
name. Don't lie
dead.
to me. Do not lie to me.
No, somebody sent me a DM. I should Google it.
All right.
Somebody sent it.
Well,
I got it real time. dude.
I will
got it
stand up for
I got it
the
like a half an hour after it happened.
I will stand up for the guest booking all the live long day with regards to Michael Pachter. The rest of these chuckleheads, I'm still kind of
oh yeah,
jury's out. So.
yeah, yeah.
Well, you know,
I
I don't need like
Wars.
these golden duder losers coming in
damn.
here. I'm sorry, nominees.
Yeah.
Also
That
Rans.
is really, that is really low.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't mean it. I didn't mean for that
you
to
can have Rory
actually.
on here.
I didn't
You can
mean-
have- Is Rory gonna be here?
I didn't mean for that to actually sting.
He has puppies to pet.
It did a little
elsewhere.
bit. I got really invested into that.
Did you lose to
competition.
Rory?
I did.
That
He
was-
went on to win it, right?
Wait,
Yeah.
he won the whole thing.
took the whole
I
thing.
lost
Win it.
to
You could feel good
Cassidy.
about that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
you won. You lost to the winner. You
I
got as
lost to the
far as you
eventual winner.
could.
Yep. Yep. That's fine.
So Star Wars.
I'm okay with
Star
it.
Wars.
Star Wars. I did want to talk to you about Star Wars because they rang in the NASDAQ. Shit was looking awesome, and like, but I mean, everybody was like, I don't know, are they gonna keep the subscribers? And like,
So my understanding is, and I have not played it. My understanding is it's not a bad game.
No, it's it's
And-
standard.
It's an adequate MMO.
Yeah.
My understanding is that whatever it is, WoW is better. And so I think they had a few WoW subscribers that they borrowed for a while and a few from some other games. And now they've lost back all the WoW guys and they probably are keeping some of the other guys. And it's just showing you that no game is going to get more than 1 million subs and keep them, even with super powerful, licenses and good developers and a pretty good game.
Well, I mean, the WoW model's gone. Like that's
WoW has it, and
that's-
nobody else is going to do
That's
it.
the sunset on that is happening actively and aggressively. No one. You cannot do that model anymore of box game, high monthly subscription fee.
Right.
Like WoW does it now through. For the past few years, WoW's pretty much done it through smoke and mirrors and just like finding weird ways to
It's inertia,
goose
too.
it.
People
and
like
yeah,
it. It's
of just
people like
like
it.
I'm already there, my friends are there.
Right.
You
for
know,
sure, that level of investment, right?
It's
is
the
that you're
network
just-
effect, right?
Yeah.
That you can't leave if your
Yeah.
friends are all there.
Go
You
cancel
can't
your
forget it,
Facebook
right? Right, it's exactly
account.
right. Switching costs too high, but and free to play stuff like League of Legends has attracted a ton of people, and there's just a lot of other okay games out there. I mean, Rift is okay. I mean, there's other there's.
But we see this thing within sort of the enthusiast community, and it's hard to parse out whether this is truly representative of how larger audiences approach this stuff. But this breed has kind of developed, I'd say, since WoW on a really what seems like a kind of a broad scale of people that are serial MMO players that will
You mean go from one to
Go,
another?
yeah,
to-
they will. They, you know,
Sure.
they came from Rift. They went to Old Republic. They went
Right.
on to Terra because they go in there. They chew up all of the content. They get to the end game and they do that.